Ever found yourself overwhelmed at work with no one to turn to for support? This is a feeling all too familiar to many of us, a feeling that transcends industries and roles. Picture the organized, assertive professional, Marcia, and her friends Hope, Faith, and Christabel, all gathered in a cozy coffee shop one afternoon. Each of them, from the creative designer to the tech-savvy programmer and the empathetic nurse, share their experiences of a day fraught with pressures and challenges. Their conversation reveals a common thread: the lack of support at work. It's a stressor that weighs heavily, causing a ripple effect that seeps into productivity, creativity, and even self-worth. The burden of an overwhelming workload, the tightrope walk of navigating tasks single-handedly, the stifling of innovation in a bid to stay afloat, the demoralization felt when their voices go unheard. It's an unseen burden they all carry. So the question is, how do we prevent this workplace stress from taking over our lives? Maybe we should start by advocating for ourselves. This statement feels like a rallying cry, doesn't it? But it's often easier said than done, especially in a professional setting. It's like you're navigating a tightrope, balancing between expressing your needs and not sounding like you're complaining. Advocacy, however, is not about complaints. It's about fostering dialogue and driving change. It's about pointing out that the pressure cooker environment, which is stifling creativity and causing stress, is not conducive to productivity or well-being. And if managers aren't seeing the bigger picture, it's up to us to paint it for them. But how do we approach this conversation? It's about framing it as a suggestion for improvement rather than a list of grievances. It's about proposing concrete solutions. Perhaps it's time to consider workload redistribution or the implementation of a mentorship program. These suggestions are not just about alleviating our burdens, but are also focused on enhancing the overall workplace environment. And let's not forget the power of solidarity. When we bring these concerns forward together, it amplifies our voices and underscores the impact of the lack of support. We're not just isolated employees voicing individual concerns. We're a collective, highlighting a systemic issue that needs to be addressed. Collaboration and teamwork are key. Brainstorming solutions with colleagues can be an effective strategy. After all, two heads are better than one, and many voices together can create a symphony of change. So imagine this: a cozy coffee shop, a group of professionals from different fields, all uniting over one shared experience. They are advocating for themselves, for each other, and for a healthier, happier workplace. It's not just about venting over a cup of coffee. It's about transformation, about turning stress into solutions. This coffee shop brainstorm might just be the stress buster we need. Thanks for the support, guys. This is the power of advocacy. It's about turning the unseen burden into a visible call for change. It's about empowering ourselves and each other to create the workplaces we deserve. This is not just a conversation. This is a revolution. Here's to empowered workplaces and a healthier, happier us. So you've heard the struggles, the frustrations, the challenges of lack of support at work. It's a common narrative, one that echoes in the halls of hospitals, the cubicles of tech firms, and the studios of creative agencies. But it doesn't have to be this way. We have the power to change our narrative, to transform our workplaces into environments of support, collaboration, and mutual respect. It starts with us, with you. We must raise our voices, propose solutions, and advocate for ourselves and our colleagues. It's about creating a dialogue, bringing these issues to the forefront and working together to find solutions. And remember, there's strength in numbers. When we stand together, our voice becomes a chorus, impossible to ignore. So let's make a toast to solidarity, to advocacy, to improved support systems in our workplaces. Cheers! Remember, change starts with a single voice. Speak up, advocate for better support at your workplace. Your voice matters, your well-being matters.